that I really... Oop, I just hit the auger. Good thing we got this big old ranch hand on the front of this thing. Okay, so we have rented a Landau lowboy trailer. We're just going to put the tractors on the trailer, take them over to Minnesota. Alright, so first thing we need to do here is we need to extend this trailer. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to extend this probably all the way out. I think that's as far as it goes right there. And then we're going to detach. Oops. We're going to detach the front part of this from the trailer. There we go. And then I think the 9470 will be the first tractor to go. I hope that's enough room to try to load this. Should be. I think we'll put the tractor so that the... Well, I mean... I was going to try to get it so, you know, the front windshield would be kind of protected from rocks, but then, like, at the same time, it's like, well, the back glass would be, like, there is no good way. Like, there's windows all the way around on these things, so I guess it really didn't matter in hindsight. Okay, we're up on the trailer. Let's take a look here. Go a little bit further. I'd say we probably want to be right about here-ish. If we had any smaller tractors, we could legitimately probably stick a second one on here, but I don't think we have anything else to go over that's small enough to fit up here with this. Because we're not taking that little case tractor. That's going to stay on this farm. And I don't even think the small framed 8RX would fit up here because this trailer is not that long. Alright, so I guess we'll just roll with just one tractor over there. Straps are kind of pointless here. This is a chain down operation, not a ratchet strap situation. We're almost to our new farm over here on Eldred, or our secondary farm. We had a nice little rain shower on the way over here, so it kind of washed the truck off pretty well. But yeah, we're rolling up on it now as soon as we make this turn here. The sun has also kind of started to peek back out, so that's cool. We still don't have any buildings over here. It's really, I mean, we have that Quonset, but that's it. Everything else is out. I'm not sure you guys have seen this farm actually since we come over here and did a bunch of clearing out. I think we're gonna take this third drive. I didn't want to try to swing that second drive. Yeah, so it's basically a blank canvas over here. We're definitely gonna put a monster bin setup over here, considering we ran out of bin space this fall, so definitely a monster one going in. So we have kind of one tiny little building over here to work with right now, but that's gonna change. You know, I'm just waiting for somebody to come flying up on my left here when I go to turn left, and then we're gonna have a real issue on our hands. Like that. That was close. Alright, so we have our bin set up for the Minnesota side of farming here. We have the Quonset, which actually is a lot bigger than it looks, because I fit all 3 tractors in there and a semi, and you'd think like we got like half of this building still available because the semi's not all the way up in there, and neither is the bigger 8RX. So we actually can fit quite a bit in there. We have a giant fuel tank over here. I know our North Dakota side has a smaller one. And then we have I believe it's 200 feet long. We have a giant shop back here in the corner. So hopefully this should be fine here. I mean, the end door may be a little tight where the bins are, but we have these 2 other doors and it's wide open in there, so we should be fine. So we have plenty of shop space, cold storage, so I'd imagine probably we'll put like implements or something over in the Quonset, and then we'll put like tractors and combines in the actual nice main big shop here. So this building it's mostly cold storage, and then this very end bay here with the concrete pad, that's an actual heated shop. So we're good there. Instead of having a bunch of buildings around here, I was like, let's just build one big nice one. We own about 600 acres over here on this side of things, and then I think we own maybe 1,000. So we're about 1,600 acres, somewhere in that range. I'd have to add up what's in North Dakota. I can't remember, but I do know there's about 500, 550 over here. We own the field around the farm here. We own across the road there, and then we also own on that side, and then we own several others to start off with. Eventually we'll probably end up owning most of the map. Alright, so I guess we'll preview our spring setup here a little bit. Both 8RXs are going to be pulling the same Wilrich 10K planter. This is a 36-row planter. It is RCS equipped, so that's pretty cool. One is a 310, like everybody knows, and then the 540 with these monstrous tracks. Like I said, we may end up pulling these off here. I don't know. We'll see. So both planters should be interesting to see how a tractor that has like 250 more horse over the other one does, but it don't take much power to pull a planter. I mean, you're hardly going, 2-3 inches in the ground with the thing, so it doesn't take much. Then we also have two Salford 60 footers. Yeah, these are 60 footers. They're a 1200. So this is going to be what we run in the spring, and then we might run it in the fall as well. Who knows? Probably still going to do some ripping in the fall, like corn stalks, but this is an option, but we're going to pull these in the spring. All right, so as you can see, we are back on our North Dakota side of the farm here. We are about to get this auger set up. We're going to start moving some corn out. Prices look good right now, so we're going to try to start moving as much as we can. Beans are absolutely in the gutter. Like, it's almost laughable how bad beans are right now. So we're going to knock out corn. We have about 15,000 bushels to move. We actually have 14,000 bushels of soybeans, which is kind of interesting, because like our cornfields were definitely a lot bigger than our bean fields. So the fact that we have, well, actually I remember now, we had to sell quite a bit of our corn because we did not have the capacity for it. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense now, because I'm like, how did we end up with like around the same number, and we had way more acres of corn and it yields better? I remember now. We had to unfortunately sell because we were out of space at a price that I really, I just hit the auger. Good thing we got this big old ranch hand on the front of this thing. But yeah, that's I had to sell when I really didn't want to, but we had no other option. Alright, so we're going to try to figure this out. This should go real well. We need to get this Soaring Eagle out of here because we're done loading into the bin. And honestly, we won't use this bin again. Like, I mean, this was just a lease because we needed it. Alright, we got the auger in position, which that was a pain. Now we have to figure out what we're going to have to chop that tree down. There's no other way around this, I don't think. We're definitely going to do this guy's field that he totally didn't come harvest. Alright, it works, it works. Yeah, so we got enough room. We'll just have to squeeze past. Okay, why did it stop? Squeeze past the tree and not hit the bin here. Alright. Why are we not? I'm telling you, if it ain't one thing, it's like 10 others. What is going on here? Why is this not? Is there anything coming out over here? I can't see. No. Alright, what's going on here? I see, we have to hit R. Why is it in gallons? What? That's weird. It says bushels when you look like in the other screens, at, like all your crops and where they're at. I don't know why that says gallons. That's just weird. Does it work? Oh, okay, it works. Good. So there's only one sell point on this map, so we are rolling up on it. But yeah, we're gonna get all this corn probably hauled today. When you look at the graph, unless they have a great demand for corn, we're about at the top of the price scale for the corn. So I think we're just gonna sell all, because I don't really want to risk, not selling and then the prices come way back down and then, we're back in the same boat of we're selling corn at a price that I'm just not happy with selling. So I think we're gonna sell it all when it's decently high. I mean, it could go a little bit higher, but I'd rather just take profits now than, risk kind of breaking even. Okay, so that's probably gonna be it for this video. I know it wasn't really too entertaining and not much going on. We are in the midst of winter, so we're kind of transitioning into the spring, getting stuff ready. Like I said, we're running the North Dakota farm, and we also have the Minnesota branch of things. So we're running 2 farms here. It's gonna get really chaotic when the spring starts up. But yeah, this video is kind of just to bridge the gap between the fall and the spring. So it was a needed video, I feel like, to kind of tell the story and where we're going and how we're getting there. So I thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely hit that like, subscribe button if you feel I've earned it, and I will see you guys in the next one.